Tectonic earthquakes is the topic which we are going to discuss today. The classification of earthquakes based on origin. Basically, the earthquakes are classified into two: tectonic earthquakes and non-tectonic earthquakes. So, this session we will discuss the tectonic earthquakes. The next session we will discuss the non-tectonic earthquakes. So, tectonic earthquakes already we discussed. The earthquakes which are originated by the accumulation of tectonic forces in rocks at a depth and by the breaking of rocks associated with the faulting, energy will be released and that energy will be propagated through the hard rocks in all the directions in the form of seismic waves. So they are actually known as the tectonic earthquakes. Already we discussed that. In order to explain the tectonic earthquakes, we are normally using elastic rebound theory. Elastic rebound theory. So elastic rebound theory is normally used to explain the mechanism of earthquakes, namely the tectonic earthquakes. So you have to suppose this is the surface of the earth. Surface. At a depth from the surface, you have to consider a rock sequence, for example, like this, and assume that selectively on one side of the rock sequence there is application of a stress, that is tectonic stress or tectonic force. The rock layer that will be deformed like this as a result of the application of the stress like this. A plane like this will be generated, that is known as plane of flexuring, F-L-E-X-U-R-I-N-G, flexuring plane, where the particles present in the layer might have undergone displacement. And in the third stage, with respect to this particular plane, there will be breaking of rocks like this, and as a result you get a fault like this, fault plane. So this is layer A, this is B, this is A, B, here it is A, B, A, B. So this is actually the explanation that is given by elastic rebound theory, H.F. Reed. It was proposed by H.F. Reed and in Note 5. It is very commonly used to explain the mechanism of tectonic earthquakes. So there is a rock sequence at a depth. Selectively on one side of the rock sequence there is application of a stress. So as a result the rock will be deformed. A plane of flexuring will be generated. With respect to that particular plane, rocks will be broken. And as part of that breaking, there will be displacement of the rock layers like this. You get a fault plane and energy will be released from this location at a depth and the energy will be propagated through the rocks in the form of seismic waves. Thank you.